This is crazy, bro. So do you still make it out the car? What's going on? This is crazy, bro. It's just weird as bro. They got me with my
Hey, sir, I'm asking you not to go in your pocket.
I'm putting my phone in my pocket, bro.
No, but I don't want you to go in your pockets.
What are y'all on, bro?
I'm not on anything. I'm not yelling or screaming or nothing.
Like you asked the Uber driver, bro. Like, I don't have nothing on me, bro. I'm on live, bro. What are y'all doing, bro?
Don't fight us, dude.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
Don't fight us. Don't fight us, man.
Bro, what are y'all doing, bro? What are y'all doing? I'm on live, bro. Hold up, bro. Hold up. What are y'all doing, bro? What up, bro?
Damn, Draco, that's fucked up, dog.
Uber driver with my son in the pool.
That's fucked up.
Mind you, they're not even talking to the Uber driver. About meetings and all that, we ain't doing all that, man. Stop calling the police on me.
Dead of you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, for y'all that don't know, 28-year-old Darrell Caldwell, aka Drakeo the Ruler, has been arrested while on Instagram Live yesterday, right after releasing a song called IngleWEIRD, which was directed to his ops and a few others out of Inglewood, California. Now, since then, he has been bailed out as of today, so I guess he probably spent like a day, you know. So at first I thought it was a little more serious than what it is, but I guess, I don't know. Now, according to reports, Drakeo was arrested while sitting in the Uber with his son. They say his arrest came from the Uber as he was a passenger, but it had dark tinted windows. Now, the arrest had fans on social media fuming because everyone's trying to wonder why Drakeo was the one arrested when he clearly stated numerous of times that it's not his car, it was an Uber. Not to mention, oftentimes if you were in anybody's car, whether Uber or not, if they're issuing a traffic stop, it's no reason to consult with any passengers unless they give you probable cause. So I don't even know why the cops were even conversing with Drakeo. So we're gonna get into all that, but before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, Slay here. So join one of the latest games on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. Now let's get straight into it. Now, before I make my point of this and give y'all my opinion, let's rewind so I could give y'all back history on Drakeo so y'all can see why he's pretty much being harassed by the police, because it's obvious that his arrest didn't make sense, and I think it actually goes deeper than what we or even Drakeo understands. Alright, it's like a bigger picture. So let's get straight into it. It says here, prosecutors argued that Drakeo was plotting to kill rapper Rodney Brown, aka RJ, at a warehouse party in Carson, California on the night of December 10th, 2016. The district attorney argued that Drakeo provided Buchanan and Jaden Boyd with the firearms that would be used to execute his plan, but luckily RJ never showed up. Now, that same night, a shooting occurred outside the warehouse and 24-year-old Davion Gregory was killed, 2 others injured. Drakeo was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and several counts of conspiracy to commit murder. Now, those pretty much were charges that were pinned against Drakeo. The Ruler, as some of y'all may or may not know, he was accused of those charges like a couple years back, 2016, 2017-ish. And, you know, that played a big part in the story that's floating around now. Now, over here it says, fast forward, Drakeo the Ruler has beat the murder charge. The jury hung on a second count of street gang conspiracy, where the jury was unable to reach a verdict on the second count of street gang conspiracy charge after 5 days of deliberation. Now, according to the Fader, the Los Angeles-based rapper was acquitted of murder and attempted murder at a Compton courthouse on Thursday, July 25th, 2019. So, now when you hear that Drakeo the Ruler was arrested in an Uber, now let's take a few things into consideration, right? Because it's not making sense, but I'm gonna state it so y'all could do your own due diligence, right? When you hear that Drakeo the Ruler was arrested in an Uber, right? Number one, due to tinted windows. Number two, at 11 a.m. That's 3. On a Sunday. That's 4. Now you know where it's all stemming from. I personally feel that he was in fact targeted because even though he has bailed out, there still has to be clear, like it was no clear indication to why he was arrested, right? So meanwhile, also he had his son in the car. And my question is this: for one, since when do we arrest passengers for the wrongdoing of a driver's vehicle or driver, period? Alright, now I can't lie, as I watched the clips of him on live getting arrested, I totally thought he had something on him because he was acting a little suspect. You know, he was acting like he was guilty or he had something on him, because throughout the video you can hear the officer saying take your hands out your pockets and don't reach in your pocket. And Drakeo was just saying that he was getting his ID after he'd been told the cops that he don't have any ID. So, you know, I kind of thought it was a little shaky on that aspect, but you know how it goes. You know, and I felt that if he isn't hiding anything, right, why not just provide proper identification to the police so you can get on your way? You know, it eliminates the headache, especially being that you have your child with you. That's kind of how I felt. But some people handle those situations, you know, different. How they, you know, however they handle them. I'm not mad at them because, like I said, everyone's different. Now, it must have ain't been as serious, like I said, because he already bailed out, so it is what it is. However, I hope he took heed to what just happened, because all that happened, right, within that situation, and all that did was tell me that they're watching him. They're watching him. Just like that Miami kid that got killed, that rapper, the young Miami kid, Florida kid, my fault. Ooh, he came out the crib, and I think he hopped in the Uber as well, but he had drugs on him, and he proceeded to run from the cops. They claim they shot, and after they shot, nothing hit him. He committed suicide, but somehow they said it was blood drippings on the floor, which makes no sense. So if you didn't shoot him, y'all got into a shootout with him, but if you didn't shoot him, there wouldn't be no blood splatters leading up to his body. You see what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense. But anyway, yeah, man, he's definitely a target, and I hope, like I said, I hope he opened his eyes. I hope he move a little different, because one thing about Drakeo, man, he says a lot in his music. If you listen to his music, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm a fan of Drakeo's. He got a, you know, like this weird, kind of unique rap flow, but at the end of the day, it's his. So it sounds dope because at the end of the day, he don't sound like nobody else. He sounds like Drakeo the Ruler. So, you know, and you listen to him for whatever reason you listen to him. But like I said, back on subject, at the end of the day, he was definitely targeted, and this situation should let him know that he's definitely under watch. And at the end of the day, you should know that when you have any type of dealings with the law and you beat a murder, you beat them at their own game, you beat them in the court system, come on. You should definitely know that they're coming for you. You should definitely know that they're going to keep their eye on you. You should definitely know that they're not going to let that go. I'm sorry. Alright, now, like I said, I'm assuming that maybe they thought he had some type of drugs on him, maybe weapons on him, whatever it is, they thought he had something on him. So they all swarmed the vehicle and tried to use the tent as an excuse to why they pulled him over. But we all know it wasn't for no tents, man. It just doesn't make sense. And we all know, if you're from the streets, you know, Uber, it's a less suspect way to get around from point A to point B, where whatever you have on you, you could definitely probably just put in an Uber and be like, yo, listen, that ain't mine. I'm sorry. Now, I don't know if that was the case here, and I'm not, I'm not saying anything, but at the same time, I do know that's how it goes. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, as I explained to y'all, he beat a body. I strongly think that has a lot to do with what occurred. I think that the body that he caught allegedly end up beating plays a big major role in what happened to him. So I hope he stays on his P's and Q's, man. Stop mentioning a lot of things in his music as well. I'm not going to get too far in depth with it. I ain't going to drown out this video. I'm just going to let y'all know, how I feel about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it too. Do y'all think that maybe Drakeo should take heed to what just happened? And stop all the foolishness, or maybe he should just keep doing whatever he's doing? Like I said, I personally think he should chill for a little bit, because at the end of the day, they're definitely on him. They want they get back. The cops want they get back. How about that? The cops want they get back on Drakeo, man. He got away with, allegedly, with what they feel was murder, and they try and pin him on something. So, like I said, at the end of the day, y'all let me know how y'all feel about him being arrested, man. It doesn't make sense. Do y'all feel him being in an Uber, arrested because of the Uber's tints, is warranted? Is it okay? Or does he got a lawsuit on his hands and maybe he should act on it, or whatever the case may be? Y'all just ain't watching. I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.